Today, we're going to do a rapid-fire rundown of how the Secure Act of 2022 has begun to affect employer 401k plans. There are 10 sections of the Secure Act which could be hitting your employer's 401k soon. Consult with your particular plan to see which changes they might be implementing at your workplace. So, let's run down the Secure Act 2.0's effect on today's 401k plans, section by section. Section 603 concerns catch-up contributions made by higher earners. For people earning more than $145,000, all catch-up contributions must be made as Roth contributions starting in 2025. Roth contributions are not tax-deductible, so higher earners won't be able to put as much of their income into the tax-deferred portion of their 401k. In a way, this provision helps pay for the other provisions of the Secure Act which increase other workers' contribution limits. Section 109 allows for increased catch-up contributions for people who are close to retirement, but may be behind on their retirement savings. These workers will now be able to pile more money into their 401k starting in 2025. Workers aged 60 to 63 will be able to make higher catch-up contributions up to 150% of the normal catch-up. So, as long as they're not those high earners we just mentioned, they'll be able to defer several $1,000s more into their 401k as they near retirement. Section 107 changed the age at which you have to start taking withdrawals from your 401k. The RMD age increased to 73 for people born before 1960, and will rise to 75 for those born in 1960 or later. This change starts from 2023 onward. Section 101. Automatic enrollment is now mandatory for all newly established 401k plans. Starting in 2025, newly established 401k plans must automatically enroll eligible employees with a deferral rate of at least 3%, escalating annually up to 10%. Older existing plans will not be subject to this requirement. Section 127 establishes special Roth-style emergency savings accounts for employees. Employers can now offer these special after-tax Roth-style accounts in addition to each employee's regular 401k account, starting in 2024. Recent reports have claimed that most Americans don't even have $400 in savings available to meet emergency needs. Employees can now have their employer transfer up to $2,500 to their new emergency funds account. But keep in mind that's not per year. The account can never have a balance more than $2,500. This provision aims to give workers more of a short-term boost in their emergency funds. Since these new accounts are after-tax Roth-style accounts, employees won't get a deduction for the contribution, but all withdrawals will be tax and penalty-free. Section 110 allows employers to match the payments their employees to repay student loans, starting in 2024. Beginning in 2024, employers can match student loan repayments with contributions to a 401k plan, treating the loan repayments as elective deferrals. And some recent IRS rulings hint that employers will soon be able to match other payments their employees make for other purposes. For now, though, that's uncertain. Section 115 allows workers to withdraw up to $1,000 from their traditional 401k plan without paying a penalty. This $1,000 is in addition to any withdrawals from the new Roth emergency accounts we talked about before. The withdrawal will still be taxable, but if the employee pays it back within 3 years, the withdrawal will be tax-free also. Here, though, the employee might have to amend their prior tax return. Generally, if the employee plans to pay back the withdrawal, paying it back in the same year as the withdrawal would save them from having to file an amended return. Section 125 creates more access to 401k plans for part-time workers starting in 2025. Effective from 2025, employees working less than 1,000 hours per year for 2 consecutive years must now be eligible to participate in their employer's 401k plan, but they have to work at least 500 hours per year. The idea here is to give workers who might be part-time, but who still work a significant amount to be part of the company's 401k plan. Section 121 allows companies to form simpler, starter 401k plans starting in 2024, if they don't already offer a traditional plan. These new starter plans have the same contribution limits as traditional IRA accounts. Employees would be able to defer only $7,000 of their salary into these plans in 2025. People over 50 can contribute catch-up contributions up to $1,000 each year too, just as they can with traditional IRAs. And as with normal IRAs, these limits will be adjusted for inflation each year. These plans are basically like traditional IRAs, moved into the workplace and eligible for matching contributions from the employer. But they're still considered 401k employer plans, so employees can still have their own personal IRAs outside of work too. Starter 401k plans might work better for smaller employers who still want to offer a 401k option to their workers. And finally, Section 102 increases the small business tax credits available to small employers starting a 401k plan in 2023 or later. Employers get a tax credit to pay for all the administrative setup costs for establishing the plan, plus up to $1,000 more for making employer contributions for their employees. Such credits can give employers a further incentive to start offering a retirement plan, which is, after all, the primary aim of the Secure Act. And there you have it, 10 sections of the Secure Act that may be coming to your 401k plan soon. And yes, it's a lot to take in. But the overall aim of the Secure Act is to boost worker savings for employees and even self-employed people, so more people don't have to rely so heavily on government programs like Social Security, which has its own set of problems. Thanks for watching, and check with your plan for any changes they plan to make.